Welcome to I Said What I Said. I'm Brad Wakai. That's Tyson Gentry. Our NFL Week 10 picks episode here, Tyson. We're getting back in the groove, ready to rock and roll and keep this thing going on the NFL side of things.
It's crazy that's what week we're in.
I know. Time is flying. It's the holidays right when you blink, too. That's the thing.
It's Thanksgiving. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm locked in. I'm tapped in. I know what's going on.
You're ready to go. That's all you need to tell Tyson, folks. If you want to get him locked in, hey, Thanksgiving's around the corner. He's ready to rock and roll on it.
Yeah.
What we're going to do, if you guys don't know, we always look back to how we did the previous week. And so this is our NFL Week 9 recap, how we did. I went 3-2 plus 1.48 units. Got to play the week of the Rams minus 14 home. That was a rocking chair play. So how about Bears Bengals over 50.5? Another rocking chair play. I can't believe I had two in the same week, Tyson. 49ers minus 2.5. That looked a little sweaty at times, and then they turned it on, and the Giants couldn't get into a spot where they could backdoor. So those three were nice. Chargers minus 9.5 was classic getting backdoored. I mean, you have some turnovers, things like that. That was a big number to lay. And then Chiefs Bills over 52.5. Just hilarious that didn't get home. Just so good. But that's what happens.
You put me on the cooler. We were off for a long time. I was rolling here on the show. I went 1-3 this week, minus 3.15 units. I had Bears minus 2.5, which I can't even take any credit for because that probably shouldn't have happened the way that game happened. And then play of the week was Lions team total over 28.5. Still a little confused how they didn't even really sniff this number. Chargers Titans under 43.5. That was disrespectful to me. If you're going to score 47, score 60. I don't need to watch the full half basically of me losing the bet, nobody scoring. And then Jaguars minus 2.5. That's the yin and the yang with the Bears covering here. Is I got absolutely screwed in the Jacksonville game, and the Bears came through for me. So I can't be mad about either one.
On the season, I'm up 1.97 units. Tyson's up 4.56 units. As a podcast, we're up 6.53 units. So we're going to try to keep this thing rolling as we get into the backstretch of the season. So without further ado, you guys know what time it is.
It's money-making time.
Tyson, I got to go with a team that you are not very fond of right now. That's the Detroit Lions minus 7.5, minus 115 on DraftKings as my play of the week. I am a little concerned that the Commanders maybe show some fight, bounce back. Jaden Daniels is injured. Let's go win this thing. But at the same time, that Lions offense looked pretty hapless at times against the Vikings. You're facing a much worse unit, and a Lions team is probably pissed off for losing against the Vikings. So I think this is a moment where they roll in to enemy territory. They want to shut them up, and they put up a lot of points doing so.
Yeah, I like this one quite a bit. I'm starting off with the under 40.5 in the Falcons-Colts game, Brad. Colts offense, what are you taking an under for? Because they're going to Germany, and this thing's going to be early, biological clocks, all of that stuff. But if the London games have told us anything, that it's the only international games to go over are played in Brazil, and that's going to hold because this is the first one in Germany, and they're not touching 49 points.
All right, let's go to my next one here. I'm staying in the same game. I'm laying the money with the line with Colts 6.5 here, minus 108 on DraftKings. It does worry me that they're overseas, Tyson. If it was in the dome in Indy, they're coming back home after a disappointing loss against the Steelers, against a performance where you had 6 turnovers. Mike Tomlin's voodoo everywhere. I would love the Colts. So going overseas, Steichen against a Falcons team where you're kind of like, man, I don't know what we're getting on a week-to-week basis. This does concern me a bit, but I think the Colts are going to be able to do what they've done successfully through this early part of the season. That's run the football and use play action off of it. So I think the Colts are going to cover this number. They're going to get back. They're going to get their lick back on the Falcons.
How many snaps Sauce Gardner plays?
I'd be surprised if he wasn't out there just man-to-man on Drake London.
I think so too. Just let him rock.
You're
on that side of the field. You're guarding that guy. Speaking of Sauce Gardner's, his old team, the New York Jets, are going to win this week, Brad. And it's going to be really funny because Cleveland Browns suck. Dude, the Jets, all the guys on the field are going to be like, none of you guys wanted to trade for me. It could be we're packing it in and we quit kind of deal. Or it could be, let's just go win one. And then they're going to be hapless for the rest of the year. But I think this is the little mini spike that we're looking for. Garrett Wilson's going to be back. That's a huge thing. And the cool part about betting Jets to cover numbers or to win games is that you're never dead because they score 30 points in the fourth quarter when the game's out of reach.
My next one here, I'm taking Patriots Bucks over 48.5 minus 104 on FanDuel. Tyson, this Patriots offense all of a sudden with Drake May is high powered. Like they can push the ball down the field. I think they still want to run the football a bit. You know, Ramondre Stevenson was out. Travion Henderson, for whatever reason, just is never going to score a touchdown if he's with the Patriots. That's just how it is now. But they're going to be able to score points, I think, even on this Bucs defense. Now, on the flip side, we know Bulls is really good against rookie QBs or young QBs. Can that be mitigated by Josh McDaniels? Perhaps. But I like the Bucs to score points coming off the bye. Baker kind of regressed a little bit before the bye, Tyson. I don't know what the deal is. You know, people are getting banged up in the wide receiver unit there. I think off the bye, they're going to be able to bounce back here. They're going to show well on offense. I think this could be a high-scoring game down in Tampa.
Another team coming off of a bye, Brad. I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles to win the game. Going to Lambeau, I know this is going to be a tightly contested game. Maybe the Packers were looking past the Carolina Panthers a week ago, or it could just be that the Packers aren't exactly who we think they are. But they show up to these big ones, and that makes me nervous. But Philadelphia off a bye under Nick Sirianni has been unreal, and I think they're going to win this football game. How many tush pushes are we getting here? Are they running 100, or are they not going to run it at all since the Packers were leading the charge to get this thing out of the league?
That's the question. But I'm with you here, too. I'm taking the Eagles' money line plus 112 on FanDuel with you, man. Off the bye, they're ready. It's Monday Night Football. You're probably going to get A.J. Brown back. Micah Parsons didn't do himself any favors by calling it the tush push. We know Nick Sirianni can get personal, and you know he gets vindictive. And I think all of that's going to come out in this game. This is also an opportunity for the Philadelphia Eagles to say, no, we're still the top dogs in the NFC. Yes, the Packers play up to their opponent, and they play down to their opponent. I think the Eagles are equipped to handle that. Jalen Phillips especially, I don't know how much he's going to play, but that gives him another weapon on the edge to make Jordan Love uncomfortable, and I think the Eagles are going to find a way to win this game.
I think so. My last one here, I'm going with the Chicago Bears minus 4.5. The New York Giants are going on the road here, Brad, and they're just not going to be able to keep up. That's where my head is at. I don't think that, I don't want to play the over at 38.5 because this could get disgusting. This might just be a vintage gross game, but the Bears are figuring out how to win these things, and the Giants still don't know how. And so in that instance, give me the Bears. And also just another reminder that the NFL is crazy because you never cheer for injuries. But �\𝐾𝐭 Kmet goes to the sideline, and all of a sudden the top 10 tight end, Colson Loveland, looks like the guy who was advertised. Before Kmet got hurt, I think he was 2 catches for 14 yards, and he finished the game with 5 for 120 and 2 touchdowns. Did I lose you?
I'm back, Tyson. I think I just got internet. The internet just went out over here. Okay, so you are on Bears minus 4.5. You just gave your explanation for that I heard.
It was super good.
It was super good. Let's get into something that we have been trying to get home for the entire season here, and that's our player prop parlay. So last week, we had Josh Jacobs over 63.5 rush yards. That went home. Ronnie Gadsden over 45.5 receiving yards. That got home. Kyren Williams over 72.5 rush yards. That got home. I screwed us up, man. I took Rome Odunze over 4.5 receptions. He had a goose egg. So Tyson and I are like, okay, who's normally holding us back in this? Is it you or me? I'm like, funny enough, it's actually been one of us each hit or miss a leg. This one, it was all me because this guy didn't catch a single pass. And so I got to take responsibility for that. But Tyson, you know what we do? We look forward, and this is our week 10 prop parlay. Why don't you take us through it?
Starting it off, Jonathan Taylor over 93.5 yards. Again, it's probably going to be a lower scoring football game. I think Brad thinks the Colts are going to win the football game by more than 7 points. Both those things lend themselves to the Colts running the football. Trey McBride over 63.5. As long as Jacoby is playing quarterback for the Cardinals, you can take your over on Trey McBride props. It didn't work last week. It's 5 for 55, but he had that long bomb that just went right through his arms. Trey McBride is getting the opportunity here that you love to see. James Cook, Brad, I have good news for you because this number actually moved from 86.5 on DraftKings down to, or on which one? We're on DK here to 85.5 in this parlay here. So just perfect timing by us, absolutely. But I think James Cook is going to. It's good. I told you before the show, I think this is one of those games where the Bills score a bunch of points. They don't even have to throw the ball to do it. And then Rico Dowdle, folks, if it's under 100, play Rico Dowdle. The guy's getting the ball 25 times a game. Chuba Hubbard got paid, and now he has to watch somebody else maybe win the rushing title in the NFC. He's the leading rusher in the NFC right now. That's crazy.
It is. And this is with the 25% profit boost, 1487 on DraftKings. Again, like Tyson said, some of these numbers are going to be fluid. So make sure that it's as close to these as possible because we're recording on Thursday night, releasing on Friday. And so try to get the best of the lines here. So if you can even get a reduced rate, that's what you're looking for here. So again, Jonathan Taylor over 93.5 rush yards, Trey McBride over 63.5 receiving yards. For us, James Cook over 86.5 rush yards, and Rico Dowdle over 92.5 rush yards. We're not just done there, though, Tyson. We have our TD parlay recap that we got to get into from week 9. And this is ugly. This is the furthest away we've been. And I got to stop saying we've been close because I think the football gods are like, no, screw you guys. We don't get 𝐷𝐭𝐬 home. We don't get Trayvon Henderson at home. We don't get Travis Etienne home. The only person who scored is 𝐬𝐮 Williams because I think Sean McVay heard me begging for it to happen. But that's 1 for 3, Tyson. That's not going to cut it for us.
No, that was brutal. Travis Etienne with like an all-time bad goal line performance. What do you get? 3 carries in a row and just 0 net yards. So that was a tough one. But we're rocking a different way this week, Brad. We're going to make a bunch of money this time because we're starting Derrick Henry. We talked like they're playing the Minnesota Vikings, and we think that this is going to be a game that the Baltimore Ravens, remember, they're allowed to run the football 25 times, and Derrick Henry finds his way in the end zone. I'm talking, Brad, to some maybe a little bit more outlandish stuff this time. David Njoku is scoring for the Cleveland Browns. Quincy Williams was told, basically, hey, we don't need you. Your brother's gone. You can sit the bench. Harold Fannin pops up on the injury report today, misses practice. That is pointing to David Njoku getting in the end zone for me. Jamison Williams is catching a bomb for the Detroit Lions against the Washington Commanders. This pass defense stinks, and they're going to have to focus as many resources as they can on Amon-Ra St. Brown. That doesn't mean they're going to stop him. He's still going to be 7 for 120, and he probably scores 2. But I think this is another JMO game. And then Jalen Hurts to back it up here. So we start off with Derrick Henry, end it with Jalen Hurts, and just have to plug our nose in the middle.
I love it, man. 26-41 on FanDuel with no boost or nothing because Tyson's taking a swing on Njoku and JMO, which is awesome. And so I'm leaning a little bit more conservative. Derrick Henry, I think he should score this week. And Tyson, of course. I mean, can we not get a tush push or even a scramble from Hurts? That's what we're banking on in this one. So we're going to try to get those home. We have not hit one yet. These are only for half units. So we are 0 for 5 on the prop parlay, down 2.5 units. 0 for 5 on the TD parlay, down 2.5. Really, we just need to hit one, and then we're back in business. So that's what we're going to try to do this week on both fronts. Anything else that we're playing, Tyson? Because this is coming out on Friday. We got college football. We got a basketball back. Where can they find the rest of our picks?
It'll be in the Discord app. Group name, as I said. I said what I said. Tons of different channels in there. We missed the horse races, man. We weren't even really up on that. We should have been. But it's been a busy time in real life. But good community in there. Anything you can think of, throw it in there. We want to know what you're playing.
And in the meantime, like, subscribe, and share the show. If you're watching on YouTube, smash the like button on the way out. If you're listening to podcast form, 5 stars if you haven't already. And subscribe so you don't miss a single thing we do. We don't just do gambling. We do breakdowns on the NFL stuff. We give our opinions coming out of a big weekend on college and the NFL side. So don't miss a single thing we do. And share it with a friend, with your mom, with your dad, your coworker, all that good stuff. We do appreciate all the support you guys have given us. And we will talk to you when we talk to you. Until then, peace.